So what does it mean to cultivate self-compassion, and why is that important? Hey humans, Coach Nate here with another mindful focus that I want to share with you today. When we talk about cultivating self-compassion, being kind to ourselves, and how that nurtures our souls. First, let's start with the meaning of compassion. So if to have compassion means that you have empathy and concern for others in the dictionary who are facing challenges, misfortunes, who have difficulties. We know in this life that every single one of us will face some type of adversity, some type of challenge, some type of difficulty. Some have, some are, some will. Some, unfortunately, all of the above. Knowing this, why would we want to make it harder on ourselves by being too harsh with ourselves when these challenges occur, when life hands us lemons, as it said? Why would we want to help the world beat us up? What do we have to gain from being discompassionate towards ourselves? And that is the opposite of compassion is discompassion, which is to show no emotion. That alone is a red flag. You're in the danger zone when we ignore, never a good idea, to ignore our emotions, to ignore how we feel. We should be processing them, acknowledging, experiencing, allowing ourselves to feel, reflect upon, and then releasing. When we ignore, we save them for another day. And most often, they're going to show up on the day that we can least afford for them to rear their ugly heads. First off, apart from the increasing and increasing the magnitude of the challenges and the difficulties, not having self-compassion increases our feelings of inadequacy. Those are often false, but we may still feel inadequate. We may still feel like we're not capable, that it may not be possible. This, in turn, leads to negative self-talk and downward spiral of beating up on ourselves, doubting ourselves, questioning ourselves, which can even lead to self-hatred. There are going to be people out there that don't like you. Don't join them. There are going to be many people that don't like what you stand for, what you are attempting to do, and when you seek to develop your character. They're not going to like you purely for those reasons. Don't help them. So if we were to then look at the how-to of the let go, live now, win. How do we cultivate self-compassion, and how does that nurture our soul? Know that how we feel about ourselves impacts everything in our lives. Everything. It's rooted in our soul. It permeates every fiber of our being. Having and gaining that understanding, that awareness of how you feel about yourself is so important, because it can be so helpful and powerful if done well on the positive side, and obviously not liking ourselves, self-hate, looking down upon, questioning, self-doubt, insecurity can do demonstrable damage, can really hurt us. So having that awareness is a very first step. How is it that I feel about myself? And maybe why? And being able to unpack that. It's uncomfortable. Yes, it's doing the work. Yes, it's going to be painful, but so very important. Another step in learning how to show yourself self compassion is to ask yourself, how would you respond if someone that you care about, someone that means something to you, someone that you love, is going through and experiencing or facing the same thing that you are? Would you laugh at them and ridicule them and critique them and judge them and put them down? Probably not, unless you're heartless and lack empathy and compassion and, well, this isn't for you. Scoot along and find something else to do. But for those humans like you who do have compassion and concern and empathy and care about other individuals, quite naturally, if you had someone that was close to you that was facing what it is that you're facing and going through, you would have compassion for them. You would be concerned. You would have empathy. You would have care. You would show kindness. There's no one greater, of greater importance, who is more impactful, who is more potent than you to care about yourself, to show yourself love and compassion. I'm going to say that again. There is no one more important, more impactful, or more potent than you in terms of showing yourself kindness and compassion and self-love. The impact of that far outweighs anybody outside of us that cares about us. That's a superpower in and of itself. Understanding that, recognizing that, and then leveraging that to help us get through the challenges that life is throwing at us is a way to navigate through, show self-compassion and build self-kindness. Also, very important, is showing yourself kindness, having compassion for yourself helps you to heal. You're the first responder, literally, figuratively, metaphorically, in applying the healing balm to the wound. You're closest to it. You live with it. It's there every day. It's inescapable. Who better than to administer? Do you know how it feels? First responders do an incredible job, and we're very thankful for them. Imagine how much more capable they would be if they felt exactly what we were feeling at the time they were trying to help us. No, they have to ask us, or they have to assess, or they have to use their training or their abilities to try to understand. But you know how you feel. You know when you're starting to fade, when things may feel a little uncomfortable, when things may begin to even turn to go into the wrong direction, not barreling in the wrong direction, just when that begins to turn, you feel it. And you can be the first on the scene, even in being proactive, even prevent some bad things from happening by paying very close attention to that. That in turn will help us grow, instill hope that it is possible. That's bolstering our confidence. It fosters our creativity for us to be able to find solutions to the problems that we face. Every problem has a solution. You may not always like the solution, but it does have one. And when we are showing ourselves kindness, we are better able to embrace even those solutions that we don't like with the energy needed to be able to work through those versus feeling imprisoned and trapped and lacking the confidence, feeling insecure about the steps that we need to take and what we need to do and to go through this process. So cultivating self-compassion grows the fuel, the rocket fuel, if you will, creates the energy that we need for healing life's challenges, wounds, difficulties that we have to face, and helps us to navigate through them confidently. Loving self helps us. Loving yourself helps to heal wounds, increases your confidence to be able to go forward, past, and through whatever you're facing, whatever may be in front of you, whatever. You can take mountains and reduce them to speed bumps because you know that you have, and you know that you can, and you know that you will. Love yourself first. Just sharing some insights with you. Feel free to try them or toss them. Both of those can be correct answers, but only you can determine which of those is the correct answer for you. If you like this content, please do feel free to give a like and a follow. Hit the notification bell so you know when I post additional content like this, and share it with somebody else that may benefit as an act of kindness. And most importantly, remember to let go, live now, and win.